Don't ever read no negative comments. Don't read them. Why you reading negatives?
Okay, my bad.
Alright, don't do that again. The stream done.
Okay.
Hey, chat, be nice or you'll get banned. Okay.
Now, like I said, with the life cycle of any streaming girlfriend, it usually starts off as them meeting on stream for content, and then they'll build up the tension between each other, and then people won't know whether they're dating or not, and then they'll reveal that they're dating, and once they start dating and give it about 2 weeks or so, that's when the audience begins to develop a disdain for the girlfriend because she's pretty much cucking them for content because other chicks can't be on the stream anymore. With Blackboy Max, this happened differently. He might have met her, so the whole development up until girlfriend point happened off stream. And people are going to talk their talk. But the problem is when you're as public of a figure as Blackboy Max, people are going to do some digging, and do some digging they did. Because I don't know if, I think Blackboy Max has his own Kick Champ now. Kick Champ, if you're unfamiliar, he's one of the biggest clip posting pages, one of the biggest.
In the East, we may be witnessing the rise of baseball's next great rivalry. The Braves, who won the World Series in 2021, have topped 100 wins in each of the last 2 seasons and are one of baseball's most complete and balanced teams. But despite finishing well ahead of Philadelphia in the regular season, the Phillies dominated and dumped the Braves from the postseason in 2022 and 2023. En route to a pair of NLCS appearances and a World Series run in 22. Both teams have Fall Classic aspirations again in 2024, and it would be no surprise if these star-studded rosters found themselves in yet another October showdown. Before we anoint the East a 2-team race, don't forget about the Marlins. Miami overachieved its way to a wildcard berth a year ago and hopes it can build on its recipe of good young pitching and clutch hitting. On the other hand, the Mets are hoping 2023 was a blip. Bad luck meets bad timing, and the more resemble the 2022 team that won 101 games and sat among the National League elites. 5 years removed from a World Series title, the Nats were more competitive than their 71-91 record would suggest, and would consider another positive move towards 500 to be a sign of success.
I like how they just did that. That was mad interesting. I low-key like baseball a lot. It's just hard to watch the shit. It's hard to watch it because it's so fucking long, but I like to watch it. Like, I like how baseball's played. It's just, that shit, the innings, bro, that shit is like, damn, my nigga, like, we can't look at no clock to show when this quarter is gonna be over, when this inning is gonna be over, whatever the fuck the case may be. Shit.
Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this.
Deontay.
Welcome from the
Tyson he will post it, he will sing it. The guy's hilarious. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like Tyson and I think he did a little bit dirty with the school in Nigeria stuff. But that page is funny, man. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and
directions. Check out this toolable biz. You know you don't have to go all the way to the pharmacy to get a fix, right? Here, this online intake for like trouble. There must be reasons why my husband was prescribed to this collection. One, trouble getting an erection. The night kept ending before it had even been done. Two, trouble keeping an erection. Even once was able to get
Don't say he no fucking erection, man. Calm your bitch ass down for
Daniel only shows love to Aiden Ross for some reason. But this new girlfriend that Blackboy Max has, Grace Henderson, claims she formerly worked for Rock Nation, and they started doing some digging on her. And wow, the digging was a little bit scary because they put together this page. Like I said, this is not Altsa page. This has to be his kick champ because he's the guy that surfaced all of this, and he put up a whole compilation of every stream that she had been on since 2021. And I'm going to play you guys that compilation right now.
My leg didn't get that far. I'm just about. My leg didn't you and your excuses. All right, I got a great one. Before you.
That's different. No, I'm just saying. She tried to stick her tongue in my mouth, y'all.
What happened? What?
So you be taking the camera with you?
Yeah, not like my big camera. I think my camera, just the phone, the streamer phone.
Okay. Moving from the Bay Area to Los Angeles, the dating culture is very different out here. Like, all I see around me, since I'm, like, very involved with, like, being in the industry, being around, you know, people that are considered in our society as higher profile people, you know what I'm saying? I see a lot. It's crazy.
Right,
they say bad stuff.
They're not even talking. They only talk about me. He can read everything, but that's the worst one. I can't hate it. But it's like,
I don't know, they just say my bad. Who's your, like, dream club?
My dream club.
They Aiden?
No, I'm just saying Aiden. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I watched him for a long time. Like, a lot of people just think, like, oh, he just got big. So you start watching, like, I've been watching this for a long time.
That's it.
that's more than half of my earnings in college. Chat, I'm insecure too. I've been hurt before. I've been hurt before. So, of course, you're going to make sure you watch everything, yo. Come here.
Every streamer can be a star in this league.
Yeah, my nigga. Come on, man. That's Giddy.
I don't know what
Stop playing with that man.
What he's good at, what he does. You know,
Everything. Come on, nigga.
It's just, I guess, it's just a running narrative with the European player is. They're so quick. He's Australian, but I'm just that fact of it counts. They're equipped with so many different attributes where you just put them out there and just say, go play. And they figure out how to impact the game. So you're talking about a small forward that can play the point, that can play the small forward, that can play. You just put the ball in his hand and just tell him just do magic. So I don't know if he's a lead dog, second option type of guy. I don't know what he is, but I want one. I don't mind having one. You know what I mean? Just give me one of those, you know? I mean, like, how many triple doubles does he have this season?
I mean, that's just a third. Let me double check. Yeah.
Third?
Shit, almost every game.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. 9 assists, so yes. He averaged 9 assists, but I guess, you know, I can see why OKC got him. I got rid of him. Because you have a main guy who needs the ball.
He's got 2 this season, but he also had a 32, 10, and 9 game.
You have a main guy who needs the ball, so it's like I can't use you. Cheap. $100 million, cheap. They got it for cheap.
Yeah,
they got major. Yeah,
they got second best whites, man. Lakers at the first, Bulls at the second. Lakers are getting
second best whites.
Second best whites in the NBA.
No, best whites in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, no, the best. Yeah, they number one. They got number one Eastern Conference. Yeah, they runs around for money out here.
True. What you said, Gil, absolutely. Yeah, kick and play. He's proven that you didn't know how to use him, but he couldn't use him in Oklahoma City because you got Shea.
They try to make him a corner, you know.
He's not.
Straight wide.
Right situation. It worked out for both teams. Get Caruso at Oklahoma City, sending him to Chicago. Yeah, so they got things to build around. Now Vucevic just not out there riding. We got some help.
Strike 2, pussy. Know your fucking body when you see me, nigga. I'll smack the shit out you. See you back in the room. You still ain't playing no games. So Johnny Manziel. Oh shit! Johnny Manziel, get that bitch. Hey.
You had to start a team.
Hey, go down. You out, right? Yeah. He's safe. Oh yeah.
Who you taking, Giddy, or you taking out Lavelle Ball?
Yeah. What was he saying?
Taking Giddy.
He was out. Taking Giddy or who? I've been telling y'all about my nigga Joshy Giddey, man. Y'all better stop playing with that nigga. OKC got rid of him because they knew he was a problem, nigga. Johnny Manziel.
You have to start a team to win or
You said to win something?
to win, not settle. Who you taking, Giddy, or you take out LaMelo Ball?
I'm taking Giddey.
Taking
I'm taking Giddey because Giddey is a winner. I love LaMelo. He in my city. He is literally in my city. I love that nigga. But he not a winner. And I can't just be out here dick riding. He not a winner. He just want to throw up shots and shit. Yo, the Hornets could actually be like 5-2 right now. Just because, and they ain't damn near every game. This nigga, this nigga just, he don't know how to like control the game with 4 minutes left. He just wants to fucking throw up these crazy ass shots. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Come on, bro. All the fucking tats you got on your fucking body, but you don't know how to control the game with 4 minutes left.
With someone like a Brunson. You're struggling a little bit with a Brunson, right? He made that foul and now he just a corner and a rebounder. I think that way that can do so. I'll take him over.
They're gonna be wiping out with the calf injury.
Yeah, about confidence. I need that confidence going up. Throw it in blue area. Who the fuck is that?
That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the wall. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
And fouled off. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering is in for a strike.
Got to be careful here. This is the type of hitter that can punish you, even with pitches outside the zone.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And a 1-2 again. Got him swinging. 2 out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Willie Adames stands in. And ball 1.
Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Yeah, something else.
He definitely have.
So Bulls currently 7th in offensive rating, have the 11th best defensive rating in the league, 6-1 atop of the Eastern Conference. When you look at this Bulls squad, Gil, are the Bulls for real or fugazi? They also had Red Panda perform at halftime if that does anything for you. She made her comeback to the league.
They was
in the Jordan 4 or 5 jersey.
That game was for number one seed in the East.
The number one seed.
That game was for number one. When you think about it, Philly could have been number one seed too. They 5-2. They 6-1.
A weak Eastern Conference, I was pointing that out.
Think about it.
Really not me.
Listen, we do this. There's always a team that nobody expects that's a 6, 7, 8 seed. That is playing very well out the jump, and they're one, and everybody at the bottom that's veterans that got stars, they're gonna want to play them. Right? I mean, you're not gonna take this team to the playoffs. Right? I mean, for regular season, the Eastern Conference playoff, they go against Giannis or they go against the New York Knicks. That who's going to have a dominant 1-2 guys, they're going to run through the ball.
I'ma pace myself. You take my time rocking your boat, go down low.
Right? I mean, you're not gonna
Until your body lose all control.
He's the kind of player. They go against Giannis or they go against the New York Knicks. That's who's going to have a dominant 1-2 guys. They're going to run people. And the Bulls are going to have to play someone like them or and if you're Cleveland Cavaliers and you're sitting there at an 8 spot, you might lose. You haven't much against them. You might lose. Hell no. Cleveland's
I mean, Cleveland did won every game last year.
But it's the thing you got. They got stars over there. So Bulls haven't won a playoff series since 2015.
Like this.
Who? Kitty haven't made the playoffs.
He's already been a superstar. He's all-star. But I say the first 20 games are the most important for teams like this. That's how you make the playoffs.
You make the playoffs.
Other teams chilling, trying to figure it out.
Cool. On the show. That's why you're here.
Yeah, it's a January. That's when they get
You guys just go out.
You got your confidence like Cleveland.
What happened to them? That's what I'm saying. What happened to them? It's that
no motherfucker. It's like that no more. Boston's not there anymore. Who's there besides the
Not enough.
Kind of. And you know how they can play in the playoffs. They do go through one person.
What's the standings up in the East? So Bulls are 51.
Detroit. Giannis.
Sixers are 5-2. Philly. Pistons are 5-2.
Orlando up there.
Washington's in the 4th spot right now, 5-3. Heat are 4-3. 4-3.
I can't beat Miami
in the playoffs if they met.
Hey, man, you got regular teams and you got playoffs. Playoffs, you don't just make free shit.
Get your bitch ass out of here, folks. On VD. You know who the fuck I am when you see me on DD about this.
Two things to pack before we move to the next topic. We asked the chat, can Josh Giddey be a superstar in the league? 51% of the chat said yes. Very small majority.
Strike.
That's superstar. That's what was that on our chat. And our chat responded with 51% saying, I mean, you can, yes.
You have a chance to be super amazing.
We asked, are the Bulls for real or fugazi?
You're not going to be. 61% is not going to be a superstar.
61% of the chat said the Bulls are fugazi. But again, shout out to Red Panda making her return to the court after an injury this summer, rocking the Bulls 45, Michael Jordan jersey. But not to be here to play games.
She came back like 5, not to play games with you, aim at you.
All right, so we got one more second.
When Cone Health says, we make it easy to feel better, we deliver. Seriously, Cone Health Community Pharmacy delivers prescriptions right to your door. Sign up for free delivery at conehealth.com/pharmacy.
There is a duo in the NBA that is quite frankly just dominating. And it is an unlikely duo. They are 6-1. They're putting up crazy numbers, triple doubles, game winners, and quite frankly, they are leading the Chicago Bulls back to the glory days. Josh Giddey and Nikola Vucevic are putting on a masterclass right now in the NBA, and quite frankly, they are looking unstoppable.
I think we fittingly can start with Josh Giddey. I mean, it's been an incredible start to the season. I think Josh Giddey is a perfect example of why the NBA is about situation, opportunity, and fit. I don't think the talent evaporated in OKC overnight. I think it was just suffocated because he was playing with two all NBA caliber cards in SGA and J Dub. But it's been a great trade for the Bulls and OKC. And he's going to outplay his deal. And I think the Bulls trading for him, he has massive untapped potential that we're seeing now. And anyone who watched him for the national team would have seen it. But there's not many point guards that you can roll out there every single night that's his size, that's a triple-double threat. I mean, and I think the skill set he has is really unique. I think he's lifting the ceiling of what the Bulls can be because of that skill set. And he's not going to win the award, but forget most improved, like he should be in the way too early in the conversation because the Bulls have looked. So very happy for him, man. Obviously a countryman. I've covered him as well in person a few times, and happy that he's coming out on the other side and people are recognizing sort of what he brings to the table.
Oh my God!
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, last night Josh Giddey continued his spectacular performance to start the season. They had a comeback win against the Philadelphia 76ers, who at that time were 5-1 as well. So the Bulls and the 76ers both entered last night at 5-1, which obviously is a marquee game. Both the two top teams in the Eastern Conference. And the 76ers went off to a ferocious lead. They were basically handling the Bulls all game until the fourth quarter came around. And really, for the most part, Josh Giddey led that comeback, that ferocious comeback for the Bulls. He had 29 points, 15 rebounds, and 12 assists. And so, thoughts on the Bulls.
I mean, you know how it works. When Wemby and the Spurs start off super hot like that, we're gonna give a lot of our attention to the victory. That's just
fired your ass up, boy.
That's expected. The 76ers were shocking us with their play, so they got a lot of attention as well. And Luka Doncic has been on the absolute tear when he plays, so that just makes it to where teams like the Bulls are going to kind of go under the radar. But after last night, I think we have to start paying a little more attention to them. I still don't expect the Bulls to make like a crazy run in the playoffs or anything like that. I think maybe this is the start of a new era.
That's a strike, bro.
I mean, y'all know I'm really high on Josh Giddey, so I'm gonna be paying attention. And I think we should all pay close attention to the development of the Chicago Bulls. And just,
that's bad. That's
young
bad,
too.
bro.
Josh Giddey is still super.
Just turned 23 last month.
Oh, we'll see. Okay, yeah. So Josh Giddey is still young, so he could potentially still be getting better. You know what I mean? I had some questions for y'all yesterday on playback. They were shut down very quickly. But we'll get to that because the other day you guys were talking about who's the best point guard in the East, and I'm sitting here wondering how can Josh Giddey is contention for that. And I think that should be talked about.
No, don't do me like that, bro.
I'm just saying, Trae Young and Kate Cunningham this season have to prove why they're better than Josh Giddey in my eyes. LaMelo Ball shouldn't be in that conversation, but that's just my personal opinion. And we can talk from there.
Yeah, well, we will be doing a star bench cut later in the episode between 3 Eastern Conference point guards, and we'll see whether Josh Giddey is in fact better than Tyrese Maxey and Kate Cunningham. Mars, how you feeling about the Bulls right now?
This is the best Bulls duo I've ever seen. I can say that. It's weird because watching that game obviously was Philly. See, once they were up 20, I thought obviously Philly was going to win. And then I see the comeback. Give full credit to the Bulls. I do think it was probably more of Philly just blowing the lead but you still want to capitalize on the team capitulating, and that's what the Bulls did. But I didn't know Josh Giddey had a triple double until after the game, and I think Road Talk posted his stat line on Twitter. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but like Josh Giddey is just like it's just ever present. If that makes sense. Like he's just always involved in something. But it doesn't feel like
I told y'all.
when other people
I told y'all when he was in OKC, I said he's the second best player, if not the best player on this team, better than Shea.
Yeah, just trying to do something.
I'm saying that because, bro, I see this nigga's talent. This nigga's a triple-double master. And they was holding him back because they couldn't get, but Shea was giving him the ball. He was like, okay, you my duo. Like, you a passer, I'm a scorer, so we can work. But they felt like, Shea don't pass like that. They could have still used him and gave up. They could have gave up like Isaiah Joe, Aaron Wallace, instead of giving up, Williams or Chet.
Simple the Boston. And Simple is a bad before anyone gets me.
At some point, Morris, you speak more about how you have to box him out.
He reminds me of Rondo. I don't know if you like that comparison, but he reminds me of Rondo in the fact that like point guards in particular aren't used to boxing out because like that's not what they've been taught to do more often than not. It's like wait for the rebound for your big, they're gonna throw you the outlet and go. But Josh Giddey is so consistent in crashing that you have to put a body on him because he's always gonna go after the hoop, whether that's on an offensive or defensive glass. And that
Rocket that bitch. Is it gone? Is it gone? Oh, man. Oh, how can I get a whole run?
Box out the other team's point guard because you can't be focused on, oh, well, let's just get ready to run.
Oh, man. Why am I not hitting this shit hard enough?
But Josh Giddey will get extra possessions for his team. And then also just the fact that
it's like I can't hit the power shit because my fucking fingers fall off.
It's very interesting to I'm not doing the highest on Josh Giddey. I think that's very well documented. But seeing his improvement in Chicago, seeing the team give him the keys, and seeing what he's able to do when he's
see what I press
square, or whatever you want to call it,
too slow.
It's very impressive. And the Bulls are a fun team to watch. So I'm not sure how sustainable this is, but while they're still winning, I'm not going to keep talking about how I don't think they're going to keep winning. Right? Let's see how long this can go on for, and I'm going to enjoy the ride while it lasts. And if it lasts the whole year, and the Bulls win a championship, shout out to the Bulls. Like, start praying on their downfall.
You literally, Mars, the rendition that you broke. The rendition that you broke down, Mars, this is sustainable because I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary. You just described what Josh Giddey is. Josh Giddey is anything that he doesn't know how to do. And I think that this is a testament of, to be honest with you, Coach Billy Donovan, how he's maximizing that offense. Like I watched Isaac Okoro, who was in Cleveland, who was ultimately like the N3 guy, and he was getting better, but then in the playoffs, it kind of went the other way. But they maximize him in that space in Chicago. Like they don't just stand around and watch when Josh Giddey has the ball. It's not like when he's collapsing defense, guys are just standing around and watching. I see Matas cutting to the basket, and he knows that Josh is looking for him. That's why he's diving. I see guys like Okoro rotating to the corner where they're wide open. And I know that that's part of the defense, where they're just going to let him shoot wide open jump shots. Well, if I know that as a player on the floor, I'm going to look to shoot the basketball. Like, you're going to leave me wide open. I can knock down an open shot. I might not be a 40% long ball shooter, but I can knock down an open shot. And the fact that Josh Giddey, he's so in command of this offense and they trust him. I mean, I think that that's a testament to what's going on with the Bulls. Like, you talk about it, you're not sure if it's sustainable. The reason why I think it's sustainable, I'm not going to say at the top of the Eastern Conference sustainable, but the reason why I think it's sustainable in terms of their game is because they don't do anything outside of what they do. Josh Giddey is perfect at what he does. And you just mentioned, Mars, about boxing out lead guards. I mean, Josh Giddey almost 6'9". He ain't a small dude. So the fact that he's as big as he is, I think that maximizes them at their rebounding in terms of stopping plays. And then they get out and run. Vooch, I'm going to say this real quick, Ron. Vooch reminds me of the uncle. He really shouldn't be hanging around us because he's a little bit too old, but we don't want him to leave because we really love this dude. And that's who Vooch is on this crew. He is that dude that, like, what are you doing here? But We don't want you to leave. Like, come hang out. Because the youth movement was supposed to be going on in Chicago, only except it hasn't. I mean, Vooch has been great for this team. And I'll wait for Vassellus to get a little bit stronger. When he gets a little bit stronger, you're going to see an even better score. He had a play I want to say in the third quarter where he went down the gut with his weak hand and he tried to punch it on Joel Embiid. He ain't strong enough yet, but he's getting there. Like I think when he gets to that point where he develops some strength, he's going to throw that on a lot of other guys. I think defensively, this team is really connected, especially on the rebounding end. I like what I'm seeing with the Chicago Bulls. Ron, I can say, and I'll stand on this. I may ask her to stay over. I may ask her to stay over. Right? I ain't asking her to move in. I've been on a couple of dates with her, but I might ask her to stay over tomorrow night. I want Netflix and chill. Yeah, I may ask her to stay over. Netflix and chill with you. That's what I may ask her to stay over. I ain't getting her draw. She's not leaving some stuff at my house yet. No, we ain't doing that yet. But I may ask her to spend the night. She gonna find a way to leave something. But that may be the case. Aside from that, though, y'all, I just gotta say the obvious. Y'all might be scared to say it, but I'm not. I apologize, Chicago. I apologize to the Bulls as a franchise. Remember, I was kind of the one leading the charge that why is Billy Donovan still there? I was kind of the one leading the charge. I was kind of the one leading the charge.
Yo, throw that shit faster next time, man.
Charge saying that this was the epitome of me. The epitome of mediocre of what they had going on in Chicago. And I do want to say this because we often look at a team from the outside looking in, and we will look at the collection of names. I'll just speak for myself. I'll look at the collection of names, and I'll be like, all right, they got this guy, they got this guy, they got this guy. He's an all-star. He'll never be all-NBA. He is. And when I look at the Bulls roster, it's kind of similar to that. Like, let's look at their starting five. Their starting five are all outcasts. Josh Giddey, outcasted from OKC. Trey Jones, bounced around the league a little bit. Isaac Okoro, outcasted from the Cavs. Matas Buzelis, okay, he was a top pick, so he's not, but he's a young guy with limited expectations. And on top of that, he probably has a chip on his shoulder because he should have went higher in the draft. And then you get to Nikola Vucevic, a vet, he's bounced around the league, hasn't really won much. People don't think as high of him because he hasn't really won anything in the league. So when you look at this group of guys, and I can get into the bench and all of that stuff too, Patrick Williams, Kevin Huerter, Jalen Smith, Javon Carter, when you look at this group of guys, you don't think that they'll be good. You naturally look at this group of guys and say, oh man, whatever. Next team. And like I think the NBA is in a space. I think the NBA's in a space where it's more about fit and having a bunch of guys that want to play for each other and fight for each other.
You mean the ball squad thing is over? That's what I'm trying to say. The ball squad thing, you ain't feeling that no more?
I don't think it's overchill because if you stack talent,
that's a strike.
Like, you're gonna be good. But if you have chemistry and if you have guys that want to play for each other, guys that play defense, guys that play the right way, I think we're now in a space, especially with the ball, the three ball. The ball movement, the space, and all of that. You have guys that know how to play basketball.
That's just get this nigga the fuck out of here, boy. You scary ass nigga. You're not even swinging.
Yeah, because their next 6 games, we're gonna know a lot about them. So we got Milwaukee, Cleveland, San Antonio, Detroit, Utah, and Denver. So after that 6-game stretch, you're probably gonna learn. Outside of the first 23 games where you give teams to find themselves. The Vucevic thing is interesting because the reports where there was no trade market for him in preseason when the Bulls are trying to retool a bit. Now he's on a $21 million expiring contract. He's blamed himself for some trade value. So it's going to be interesting about how the Bulls approach this towards the trade deadline.
2 strikeouts? Come on.
Maybe one of the contenders has
this nigga's literally about to hit me with a fucking ball.
Vucevic looks like a viable option.
Look at this nigga. Like you,
Golden State for a long time.
Y'all penalizing me for
interesting for
that's a strikeout.
All of a sudden,
get the fuck out of here.
Do you keep him, potentially lose him for nothing as a free agent at the end of this season, or do you
this nigga's trash ass throwing
and try and get some assets while you still can? So they got some decisions to make probably down the line.
Vooch is 35 years old. Booch isn't a spring chicken. Booch's been around for a while. I think we're going in year 14 now with Booch. So, you know, with that being said, you
Come on, bro. Why you ain't hitting the ball, you fucking trash ass nigga?
Like I said, he's
One more shot.
the older uncle that really shouldn't be hanging around us. But we really
Bro,
like
you
him.
gotta
You
hit
know what I
that
mean?
bitch, bro. Your ass tweaking.
I think this was more of, and as good as the Bulls are,
Oh,
I
shit.
think this was more of Philly fumbling it yesterday than
trash,
the
dude.
Bulls when the Bulls capitalized.
It's
on what
11
Philly did
strikeout,
wrong.
bro.
No doubt about that. They definitely did that.
You know what I'm saying? Booch has been very good for them this season. I didn't watch too much of that game. I watched like some of the fourth quarter, and then I saw Booch with the game winner. So I'm not going to speak on too much that I didn't watch, but I did see that Josh Giddey again had like a 29, 13, 12 game or some foolishness.
That sound like 30, 10, and 10 to me, real talk. That's what it looked like. It looked like 30, 10, and 10.
That's real triple doubles. I've been actually probably trying to talk about it.
That's what it looked like.
Who's the other guy in triple? Who?
Not necessary.
Are you talking about Michael Jordan?
Yeah. No, so yeah. Which, by the way, I don't know if by the way, real talk, I don't know if you know this, but yesterday, Josh Giddey surpassed Scottie Pippen on the triple doubles list for Chicago Bulls.
If only they counted all his 19 7-7 games as triple doubles.
Yeah.
I did also see the Philly scored 25 points in the first quarter.
Yes, they did.
Yes, they started off the game ridiculous. The second half killed them, and the fourth quarter was egregious. They just couldn't score. I think they went like 5 minutes without making a shot. It was
my god.
And like 36.
That's a check mark. They don't count almost triple doubles. They don't do that. No, that's not a thing. We don't count almost triple. No, we don't do that.
Damn triple doubles.
No, we don't do that.
That's the puzzle. That's what's trying to square Pippen's legacy. They counted damn near triple doubles.
I don't know how they do things in Texas, bro. So almost only counts in horseshoes. That's it. Landmines. That's it. That's what almost counts at. So there you have it. But yeah, he just. And by the way, Scotty, it's not like Josh Giddey been there for like 5 or 6 years. He only been there for like 5 minutes. He just got.
Yes, get his ass the fuck out of here. Man.
Just over a year, yeah.
Just
playing no fucking
year.
He is on. Why is this nigga making so many videos all of a sudden?
Spiritual soul in the building. Doobie soul in the building. Hoodie soul in the building.
Geyser.
In the building, man.
Simple. You know what the fuck is going down when you see a real nigga like that, nigga? You are Johnny Mansell.
So check this out, y'all. So I just tapped into something, and I've been knowing this for like a month now, but I just experienced it firsthand in nature. Bro, listen, let me tell y'all this. So I dropped a video about XXX Tentacion talking about 432 hertz versus 440 hertz. Bro, this was like almost 6-7 years ago.
Yeah,
this was in 2019. This is like when I first found out, and when he painted the picture perfectly. We needed to hear it from somebody that was in the industry. He painted the picture perfectly. It wasn't that he was the first one to talk about it, but he was the first one on his level.
Oh shit! I forgot to charge my phone.
And first offering is fouled off. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth.
All of a sudden, we both can't hit that, huh?
Pitch. That one not close. Now 2-2.
Ooh, that's strike. Please.
A swing. Fastball at the letters, frozen for strike 3. 2 outs, base is empty. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Way outside, ball 1.
Well, it's looking like it's going to be a 1-run lead to hold on to in the ninth. So let's see if they turn to the bullpen or they keep riding this arm who's been so good to this point.
And it stays
No.
Turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Garrett Mitchell digs in now. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Ball to strike. Way out front for strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before
Why
the
is
pitch timer
University
runs out.
College of Nursing
Fucking shot clock violations, whatever the fuck's called. Oh, fuck.
limitations and doing what I love? That was the biggest thing for me because you gain confidence very quickly. It was very thorough with the hands-on training. They definitely provided comprehensive instruction to make sure we safely perform every task before even touching a patient.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. Guys are guys on the field, but it's simple. So check this out, y'all. So I just tapped into something, and I've been doing this for like a month now, but I just experienced it firsthand in nature. When you, bro, listen, let me tell you all this. So I dropped a video about XXX Tentacion, talking about 432 hertz versus 440 hertz. Bro, this was like almost 6-7 years ago. This was in 2019. This was when I first found out, and when he painted the picture perfectly. We needed to hear it from somebody that was in the industry. He painted the picture perfectly. It wasn't that he was the first one to talk about it, but he was the first one on his level. At that time, the nigga was literally like a god in this shit. At that time, he was one of the only ones really talking about it, who had a movement, who was at his level. The 432 hertz versus 440 hertz. So we were stuck on those 2 hertz. We didn't really go any deeper. We see all these hertz everywhere. 963 hertz. You know what I'm saying? We got all type of different hertz, all different type of hertz frequency that's supposed to be helping you, that's supposed to be healing you. And then remember, you have the 440 hertz. 440 hertz, it gives you negative thoughts, it gives you negative mood swings, depression, anxiety. You don't know where it's coming from, but it's coming from the frequencies that's resonating with your soul. So you will resonate with it so deeply, it'll become you. It'll become your frequency. So you will start thinking that you're gaining, you feeling good listening to that shit. But I still listen to 440 hertz music to this day, but you gotta retune it. The 432 hertz frequency that they're using is not 432 hertz. It's not. Bro, some of these meditation fucking frequency channels, they have 432 hertz, all type of shit, galactic shit, all type of different sounds and tones. But the shit, the frequency that they put it up under, they thought it was 432 hertz. These niggas is hijacking. Yo, this is so funny. Bro, they hijacked 432 hertz frequency. They did it even deeper because now they added certain fragments of different tones that bring in parasites. Y'all gotta understand, the music, the sound is the biggest weapon of all time because it goes deeper than just this random. Bro, the music is so natural to the, bro, listen, play a natural instrument in front of animals. Natural instrument, not from the AI, not from the PC. Play a natural instrument in front of animals. Look how they react. They sit there in peace. They watch you. The sound, the frequency. These motherfucking parasites, these motherfuckers running this realm, this matrix, they know what they're doing. They change the dialogue of the frequency of the music. Now, well, I told you, when you used to go to clubs, bro, just 5 to 10 years ago, when you used to go to clubs or bars, you surrounded by negative energy, right? Because the music is played up under the 440 hertz. At that time, it was 440 hertz. At that time, I told y'all that they ramping up this AI shit. This is why music is not the same. It's not hitting the same. Nothing is the same about it. You look at the charts, it's so. Most music that's coming back is like country music and all and different type of shit. Bro, listen. So let me tell y'all this. I have to take these notes down because, bro. So look, in club back then, they hit you with some 440 hertz. So it'll just poke holes in your aura, give you a little bit of anxiety afterwards. It linger around for months depending on who you is. If you're a bot, you don't really take care of yourself. You just living life. You probably in the party scene a lot. You might be attached to addictions. It might attach you to addictions, lower thought forms. It lowers your vibration, bro. The music, it's the sound. It's not even the words that you hear. It's the sound. For example, it could be a nigga. You listen to nothing but NBA Youngboy, but you got that one R&B girl song, and nobody knows why you like this song. Your soul resonates with that on a deeper level. That's your meditation music. That's what you're supposed to be listening to. Not what they saying, the vibration, the song, the tone that is speaking. You get what I'm saying? Now, bro, our ancestors, bro, they must, bro, the woman. Oh, see, I'm bro, our ancestors, the woman, before the vibration failed, bro, they voiced the sound, they tones, they used to make their hair grow. My nigga, bro, they voiced the tones, the sounds, the natural instruments used to heal. Nigga, it used to do deep. It was just bigger than just making you lust and making you want to pop your ass and shit. It make you want to go and fuck a bitch. It was deeper. It used to heal. You could play a certain towns and songs, or bro, the bees used to sing. The bees used to hum with nature. You go around the beehive, it's this is why I listen to bee sounds to this day. Listen to some natural organic bee sounds. Right now, in the clubs, they sprinkling, so let me tell y'all this. It was 440 hertz, but now that they see that the frequency and vibration has raised so high, they up this shit. Bro, now they sprinkling in clubs and concerts around 58 hertz, which rattles your sacral area, which makes you lustful and open for parasites. Makes you more lustful. You want to fuck off and shit now. These parasites linger around your aura field, my nigga. Bro, listen, the music brings in energy. These parasites linger around your aura field. They on your outer aura, so you don't even know. How you get rid of them? Bro, a little quick 2-3 day fast, juice fast. Little shit, you gotta cleanse it from within. People talking about why you ain't dreaming no more. Because you ain't cleansing. Nigga, if you want to experience your dreams right now and you haven't been dreaming, go on a quick fast.